Welcome to the ZoCo Podcast. My name is Cody.
And I'm Trevor.
And we have another packed episode of a podcast this week.
Yep.
There's way too much to talk about.
I think our planning is doing us good because we actually have stuff to talk about.
Well, we're doing planning every Saturday now. We record on Tuesdays now. And it's all working out. Yep. Give it a couple weeks when we're both back in school and we're going to be so busy
that we're not
going to have time to plan.
Oh, man.
We're not even going to have time to podcast. Just kidding. We'll have time to podcast.
Oh, we'll have time to podcast for sure.
There's always time, especially when it's only half an hour.
Oh, there's always time.
We're going to struggle to get this one in 30 minutes because there's so much to talk about.
Yep.
The first thing on the list.
So I mentioned last podcast I was going to do something.
You were going to play a game.
I was going to play a game.
What game was that?
Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, I never played it.
Yeah, this just
haven't played it.
This just recently came out, and I was not initially planning on buying it because, I mean, like, I like the Resident Evil series up to about Resident Evil 4, but like, I don't know. After that, it gets kind of weird, so I didn't really want to get it because I'm like, well, it's whatever, you know, it's another Resident Evil game, great. But it caught my interest because it was different, and so far I've only played so much of the game. I haven't really gotten too far, but. The game is...
So we're going to show this video as it fades right here. Alright, so this is a little bit of Trevor's gameplay footage.
Yeah, so basically this is just, you know, you look around, it's really dark and creepy. And that is actually something that the original games really brought into the whole series. That's what made the game, because it was survival horror. And that's what really brought the survival horror gaming into gaming.
It was kind of like, you know, you showed me Emily Wants to Play.
Yeah.
And low graphics on that game, but still the fact that you're running from things or not running or staring at things, you know, popping up in your face randomly. It kind of has a little bit of that. You're in this dark room or this dark place. Mm-hmm. And all you got is a little flashlight.
Yeah.
Looking around like, yeah.
Yeah, and that's what the original games are kind of more or less like. They're really creepy and just hard to find ammo. And like you know, whenever you had to fight, it was difficult at times because you had to salvage your ammo. Otherwise, you'd run out. And as it got to about like Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5, it started changing from the survival horror genre, even though it was still survival horror. It started changing into more of an action-packed game. So it's like you were getting plenty of ammo so that you could fight off like hordes of zombies. And that's where it kind of gets a little bit boring for me because it's like, well, this is no longer really survival horror. It's a lot easier to manage your stuff, even though, yeah, you still have limited supplies. But it's like this game, Resident Evil 7. Not only is it first person because it's also made for VR, so you could play VR. I don't have a PSVR because I don't really want to spend $400 on a.
Oh, why not?
But this brings that back because it's dark, creepy, jump scare type stuff, which the original ones really had a lot of jump scare type stuff, which even though it was bad graphics, so probably wasn't the same.
Yeah.
But this one gets me some good ones, and in the video there was even a couple that I had, but.
Yeah, you had a couple moments where it's like we didn't do a camera on Trevor, but still I think the mouse has the movement.
Oh goodness, yeah. No, and that just this one that we showed, you know, that's not even the scariest one I've faced. You know, I actually made a video just after that, which we could probably release that later. It's just footage, raw footage, no commentary. But that one was really creepy. Because it's like you're in the dark room, all you have is a flashlight, and you're like looking around, and then like stuff just starts moving.
Oh
like,
gosh!
No
way!
It was creepy, so I have to get this footage. It was great, and so I'm actually really enjoying this game so far because it's actually survival horror. Because your ammo is extremely limited, and it's really hard to get ammo. And of course, with survival horror, anytime you start getting a lot of ammo, expect a boss.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much every game ever is. Well, I guess that's how games used to be. Mm-hmm. Like Doom was the game of like when you got the good gun, you saved it for the boss.
Yeah.
But it seems like a lot of games, that kind of stuff is just kind of put out and you kind of use it whenever. It's not like you necessarily grab it and then you use it for the next boss.
Yeah, no.
But yeah.
But yeah, so I'm enjoying this game so far. Actually, I'm really surprised. Although it is interesting to know. I don't know if I mentioned it in the other podcasts, but this game, I don't think it's titled correctly, because it's technically not a continuation of the original series. Because Resident Evil 1 through 6 is all basically the same characters, essentially, all the same storyline, all the same kind of thing, and they also have their side stories, like what is it, Resident Evil? I want to say Origins, but I don't think that's the right word. I can't remember what it's called, but they have a whole side thing with that even. But this is Resident Evil 7, and this has absolutely nothing to do with the original series. The characters, the setting, the storyline, even because the original game was about zombies. And, kind of like weird creatures. The second game brought in more zombies and kind of zombie apocalypse type stuff. And then just more creature-like stuff. And all the games pretty much have been like zombie-like creatures. This game, it has nothing to do with zombies. Nothing like that. So it's completely different. In fact, I have no clue what's even going on in the game. Like, there's been a few monsters, but they're not zombies. They're just something else. And the family that you're fighting is like, they have like some special ability that they can regenerate. So it's like, okay, like I have no clue what's going on.
Yeah. Man, well, I've never played any of the Resident Evil games, so I've got
Diddley Squad.
Nothing on any of it. But from that clip, I don't know what I saw, but you were shooting fire at something, and it wasn't dying.
Yeah.
You were putting rounds into that thing, and it wasn't dying.
Yeah, that was one of the boss fights.
Oh, man. It's like I was just talking about Emily Wants to Play. It's like you're in this dark environment, and all you have is a flashlight.
I ain't gonna miss you either, man.
They turn the dolls turn the lights off in the different rooms, and you have to look at them. Who's it? Kiki?
Kiki, yeah.
Kiki, you have to look at her
until she goes away.
But you hear the laugh, and then you have to find her. But the problem is, if she just entered the room, she shut those lights off.
Yep.
And now you have that flashlight. So your visible space goes from a full screen to a dot.
This little dot, yeah.
And you have to find her. The funniest thing is watching people play it in VR. Which, I can totally see with Resident Evil. Yeah. It's like, that adds such a scare level.
Same thing.
Because the whole thing with Emily Wants to Play is when the dolls attack you, they pop up right in your face. But if you've got VR glasses on,
they're popping literally in your face.
Literally right in your face. Watching people fall to the ground and stuff. It's hilarious. But, man, that's... Yeah, I'm lacking in the game department. I haven't played games in a while.
Well, there's
just like I don't know, like a month away.
Just
practically,
about because we're entering February.
They all know that we record earlier. Today's the last day of January, so tomorrow's February, and it comes out the first week in March. So. Yeah, it's right around the corner.
It is right around the corner.
We talked to Alex. Alex hopefully has a computer now where he can game. I'm hoping he can get Wildlands. Maybe. I don't know, because I don't know what he has.
Yeah.
But we might be able to do,
I'd love to do videos with
some co-op. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Because we've been talking about that one for a long
lifetime.
time. For a lifetime.
Well, we've passed a lifetime now, so...
Wait, what?
I mean, hey, it's about a month away, so we've already gone through a whole lifetime just to get this game.
Wasn't a lifetime like 5 years?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Something like that. I don't remember.
Good
conversation that we've had. But speaking of February, there's a very specific holiday. I wouldn't necessarily call it a holiday.
My sister's birthday?
Wait, you have a sister?
Yep. Guess what her day is?
It's not the 14th, is it? Wow, that sucks. That sucks. So her husband has to do like
Double the work.
Double the work. Like,
no, it's like
double
Christmas.
the presents.
It's like Christmas. If you have birthday on Christmas, you only get the Christmas or birthday presents.
It's like, these are the only presents you're getting. You determine what they're for, whether they be for your birthday or Valentine's Day. Wow, that sucks. But yeah, Valentine's Day is around the corner. There's a great post.
Oh gosh, I know what you're doing.
It's a milk jug. And the expiration date is February 14th. It's the realization when you realize that your milk jug has a date for Valentine's.
And you don't. Like, that's me.
Oh, man. What day of the week is that on?
It's a Tuesday.
Tuesday?
Yeah, because school starts the 13th.
Oh, that's right. So school's on Monday. And then I have a Tuesday night class. So I'm actually curious. Because...
So you don't have a date for...
Because it's... No, of course not. So it's community college. Yeah, woo. So going to community college, like going to class, you have to go to that first class or you lose it.
Mm-hmm.
The first class is on Valentine's Day. It's a night class. Who takes mostly night classes? Adults. People who are, like actually going to work full time and stuff. But how many of those adults are actually going to be in class for the first week? If you don't go the first week, you lose the class.
Yeah.
They give up your spot. I'm actually very curious to see what happens.
Well, you'll see your class go from like 20, like 40 people to about like 5.
Yeah, serious. Hey, man, it's just me here. I'm the only one that didn't have a date for Valentine's Day.
You know what? Thinking about that, that's actually really sad.
Oh, that would be sad, right?
You got the 5 people that didn't have dates.
Teachers looking at us like, wow, you guys are really pathetic.
Well,
I could be out with my wife right now, but thanks, you guys are here.
Oh my gosh.
But
oh, that's terrible.
No, it's an overrated holiday.
Maybe it's a single teacher.
Probably is. You gotta be careful what I say. This might get out. What if they watch it?
Oh boy.
Oh man. But I don't know. I never really liked the holiday. In a relationship or not, this holiday is just like
crap.
Well, it's like a pay attention to me day.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, look, you should be paying attention. If this is your significant other, you should be paying attention to them all the time. They are a special person. So pay attention to them all the time. Give them like glory and praise and all that, what you do on Valentine's Day, every day, not like, great, we're going to have one great day this year and the rest of the 364 days are going to be crap. It's like, I don't know. It's like resolutions. We talked about this in the New Year's podcast. It's like, why are you going to make resolutions? You're gonna do it for like a week or two, maybe the first month.
If that.
That's when gym memberships are like through the roof.
Oh yeah. That is actually a big joke too.
And then they plummet.
Oh no, they go blunk and then they
Yeah. And then like summer starts coming back around, or like spring.
Goes a little bit like, yeah,
spring comes back and people are like, oh, I need that beach body.
Yeah. And then no.
Yeah. But hey, speaking of that beach body.
Beach body.
We talked about something on a couple of podcasts ago. You brought up something very specific. Do you remember what that was?
Are you talking about the Big Macs?
I'm talking about McDonald's and whatever they are calling this burger. Because they still have the Big Mac combo. Mm-hmm. You walk up or, drive up like normal people do.
So wait, you walk through the drive-thru?
I've done it, yes.
Or do you walk through the drive-thru?
I've walked through the drive-thru, yes.
Drive through the walk-through?
I drive through the walk-through. So
you drive your car right through the front.
Right to the cash register. I get some looks, especially from the kids in the play place, They're like, ooh, I want to ride that ride.
Play place and the kids?
Whoa. No, but, okay, so, you go through the drive-thru, and on the menu, they have the Big Mac. You can get the normal Big Mac combo.
Mm-hmm.
When you pull up to, where you really take your order, because they have this stupid, dual menu thing.
Yeah.
They show like the Grande, so they're calling it, I think, the Grande Big Mac or the Grande Mac.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can get like the Junior Mac, which is the
single patty.
The one patty, three bun.
Three bun.
Yeah.
Which I don't get.
So I had to, we dogged on it, right? We had a podcast where we dogged on the Grande Mac. I had to go and try it. I know I don't eat McDonald's. First time in a while.
Yeah, I gave up on McDonald's.
So it's actually about the size of what a quarter pounder
Okay.
is, like a real
Not what they call
burger.
a quarter pounder.
Well, it's about the size of their quarter pounder.
Okay.
It's about the size of a Carl's Jr., like a Famous Star.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's about the same size.
Okay.
It's got, it's bigger.
It's bigger. That's all that matters.
But that's it. Like, it's just a bigger burger. I wouldn't say it was better. It tastes just like a Big Mac.
So bigger's not always better.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
McDonald's is one of those ones that you eat, but you don't feel full after. Even when you get, like, a Big Mac, a Grande Mac, a large fry, and a large drink, and you're still
Hungry.
like, wow, did I even eat anything?
Oh, boy.
But yeah, I don't know. It was nothing to write home about.
Well, that's okay because you don't have to write home anyway.
I'm here. Oh boy.
Well, okay. First, we have to move out, and then you can say nothing right home.
All right. Well, then let's move out.
Let's go.
We have an active plan to move out.
Oh boy!
Wait, right now?
Grab your stuff.
What?
Grab the camera.
Grab the camera. Grab the computer.
Still record the podcast with the move.
I don't have a generator. I can't like just unplug the computer and plug it back in.
Oh boy!
It's recording.
Oh man!
That would take some technical difficulty fixtures to fix. And obviously, by the last couple podcasts, I'm not very good at that.
Oh boy!
Oh man!
Which, if you watch the Minecraft promotion video,
oh gosh, we just put out a promotion video on the Facebook page for Minecraft. It was the Wither Challenge. If you haven't seen that,
go watch
go
it
to Facebook.
right now.
Facebook, right there, Zombie Couch. This is all of our different social medias.
If you didn't notice that right there,
If you didn't notice,
we're telling you right now.
it's also in the description down below. You can get everything, even the website, which is under construction. But yeah, that's where we post everything, such as this promotional video, because it was the greatest moment of us playing Minecraft.
In that, yep.
I don't want to say anything more than that. Just go check it out.
Go watch it.
It's not on YouTube. I just put it on the Facebook page. I didn't want to put a redundant video on YouTube.
Yeah.
Because it's already on YouTube. This is just like a short 45-second clip. So
Yeah.
But good times. But yeah, that video didn't turn out too well either. So speaking of technology, something kind of happened this week, and it's kind of big, kind of all over the news. It's local news, but he's made a lot of technological changes in the last few years. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to talk about Elon Musk. So do you know much about Elon Musk?
Nope.
A guy with money, pretty much. A guy with money, and he started 3 different companies. Okay. 2 of which I can really kind of talk about. A third I know nothing about. So he's the guy who started SpaceX and Tesla and Solar City. Kind of all things that are kind of like, go green and all that. Okay. But the United States shut down their NASA program years and years ago.
Yep.
Which that was it. That was it for us. It was like, well, we put a man on the moon, put a couple guys on the moon.
Yep.
We've sent people to space, but there's nothing out there. Well, you take a billionaire, guy with money, and give him, a couple blueprints on how to build a rocket ship, and then, well, the guy has successfully launched rockets. His whole thing, so this all kind of sparked off of like two things. I saw something on the news about, what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the movie The Martian?
I haven't actually, but
it's a really good movie. It's an even better book. I would say
read the book.
I would say if you just enjoy a good sci-fi without like weird monsters or anything, just like good science fiction about being stranded on a planet, watch the movie. But if you want to see the science behind it, I don't know. Personally, there was so much more science explained in the book.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's doing so much more in the book, yet the movie just kind of expects you to know it. It's like, okay, so I did some things and I just did it because it's gonna work.
Okay.
So, for instance, and I don't think this is really spoiling anything. They have to build a bomb, and with. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I boring you? With
let's get into that hour.
Yeah, it's late. When at this point NASA, because that's who they're operating under. When NASA sends you up into space, they're not sending you with stuff that's gonna explode, nor catch on fire.
No.
So they have to make a bomb, and they use sugar and oxygen. And it's kind of this cool that he explains how. In a near perfect vacuum, which would be the surface of Mars, which is not perfect, but close to perfect, flooded with liquid oxygen, you create a compressive bomb. Like, this thing's just going to go boom.
Boom.
But...
Roasted.
Boom. Roasted. But on Earth, you would just get like a poof.
Like a...
Pretty much, yeah. It would be nothing on our surface. But... They go into so much more of the science in the book.
Yeah.
So, Elon Musk, when NASA built rockets, they were these giant boosters to get this spaceship into space.
Yeah.
Yet, when those detached, they just fell in the ocean. That was it. They either crash landed on land, and then they'd go retrieve them, but they're just scrap metal at that point.
Pretty much.
Or they fall into the ocean, and that's it. Well, Elon Musk successfully, not the first time, the first time it crashed, the second time, he successfully landed that booster rocket on a moving platform in the middle of the ocean.
Oh, wow.
So it's reusable. That's his whole thing is like, how many rockets can we send off on one booster? So it's like, that's really cool. He's talking about, putting man out in space again.
Yeah.
Which... half the world says, hey, that's cool, let's do it. Space exploration. NASA says there's nothing out there. I don't know. I don't care either way. I just think it's really cool what he's doing.
Yeah.
Also, Tesla, self-driving cars.
Yeah, that I think is pretty cool.
Well, Alex and I were talking about that on another podcast.
Yep. I saw videos on that too.
It was the Road Trip podcast, because we're sitting on the road all day, and it's like, how do we beat traffic? But we were talking about how, how do you beat the traffic? How do you get rid of the traffic? Tesla has a self-driving car. You can get in it. You have to hold the steering wheel, but, for the most part, it does all the work.
Yep. Does it make you a sandwich?
It doesn't make you a sandwich.
That's gonna have to be a feature that you're gonna have to add eventually.
It's like from the Santa Claus movie. It pushes a button and a cookie comes out. Some hot chocolate.
Oh,
kick back, relax, drink your hot cocoa, and eat your cookie.
There you go.
No, but he's talking about putting tubes underground. Now these tubes would be frictionless practically.
Okay.
So you could pretty much shoot somebody like 700 miles an hour.
Just keep going.
So think about LA. Think about LA and how much traffic it has. Like all those freeways pumping. There is so much traffic. So that's where they're building is, around LA, and they're going to put these tubes within the streets. He's actually started digging already. But
he started digging.
Well, not him personally. I doubt a billionaire's out there with a shovel sweating all day. But
it would be a sight to see. Just
it would be.
The one guy just
I'm almost there, boss. Oh wait, I am the boss. But, yeah, so I think that would be cool just because you could shoot a car of whatever sort. They're, obviously special cars.
Mm-hmm.
Almost no wind resistance. You're in a sealed tube.
Let's go. Whee!
You could be around. You could go from here to New York in like 45 minutes.
Oh gosh.
Because there's no wind drag.
Yeah.
There's no, none of that.
Well, and if you think about it too, planes, in a sense, they're following the curve of the Earth as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like, with all that wind resistance, they're way up high in the air. So they're actually taking a course that is like literally taking them up and down.
It's
as opposed to
let me get this right. I think the winds go. Oh, I don't remember. I think it's faster to travel east than it is west, because I think when you're coming back west, I think you hit more headwind.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot more drag on that plane.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, was the flight to Texas faster or the flight from Texas
It's usually coming back.
Yeah.
There's usually a lot more delays and a lot more stuff coming back.
But yeah, it's that same thing. It's like you're going to hit that headwind in a tunnel where there's absolutely like
following
no
the surface
pressure.
of the Earth, so it's a lot less, curve that
Yeah.
you're following.
So I don't know. We'll
45 minutes though. That'd be insane.
We'll see what happens. I'm curious.
So your drive to LA is going to be longer than your shoot to New York.
Yeah, pretty well. And if you actually drove to LA,
yeah.
Who drives to LA? We just picked up a job in LA.
Oh gosh.
Just started this job last week on Friday. Okay. I need a drink for this.
Deep breath. Deep breath.
I don't want to tell everyone exactly where we are, but suffice it to say, it took me 2 hours to drive to North LA from the shop.
Golly.
And then from there, I had to drive another 3 hours from North LA to Indio. So if you don't know where Indio is,
It's way out there.
it's on your way out to Arizona, all the way down the 10. So from the 210 to the 10, all the way out, and then all the way back to the shop, which was another 3 hours at that point. So it was like a 277 mile round trip.
Sheesh.
And we worked for, I'm not kidding, like actual physical labor was like an hour and a half.
Oh gosh.
The rest of like that 10-hour day was just driving.
So you drove to Vegas without the Vegas?
I drove to Vegas without the Vegas. Not cool, boo-boo.
Oh man.
Not cool.
Want to go to Vegas?
Let's go to Vegas. Like right now? Like you want to leave?
Right now, let's go.
Like we'll just leave the set as it is and we'll just
as
go?
is. Just as is.
Okay. Well,
I don't know if the battery will last, but
that's going to die quicker. I'm going to eventually run out of space on the computer, so it'll stop recording. And
it'll crash and burn and die.
Yeah. Might get something interesting. A squirrel might run in the room.
Your dad.
Dad might come in. Who knows?
Oh, man.
But,
that's about it for this week.
Yeah, I don't think I got anything else.
I'm ready for bed.
Me too. It's been a long day. I've gone to San Diego twice this week. I have to go to San Diego 2 more times this week.
So you're about to drive to Vegas again without the Vegas?
Pretty much, yeah. It took me 5.5 hours to drive round trip.
Golly.
When it should only take like 3 hours. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
Traffic is the worst.
Yep.
But, all right. So, thank you guys for watching this podcast. Check it out more on our YouTube channel. There are updates on the Instagram, the Facebook, and
Twitter
pages. I was about to look up. I wasn't. What is it? So, yeah, check those out. Share this video with your friends. we're trying to
Get out there
spread
more.
out. That's our goal, is to get out there a little bit more.
Yep.
So, yeah, share and subscribe if you could. That'd be great. Help us out. And tune in every week. Every Saturday there's a new podcast.
Yep.
So we'll see you next Saturday then.
Later.
Toodles.